We're going to cover some of the things that we skipped over when we were doing our PowerPoint. So I'm just going to use the PowerPoint that we've used in class and we designed a couple weeks ago. We're going to start first of all with our insert menu and take a look at a couple things that we have missed from there. Okay, if you look at your insert, we've done new slide layout, comments, tables, photos. Remember, with our camera, we can turn on our camera, take a picture, take a video, and it will be inserted into our PowerPoint. We also took a look at our icons. Video is the same thing. I can click on that. It's going to take me to my photos. It's going to show me all of the videos that I have in my photos. Okay, the next thing we're going to take a look at is the link portion. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the link. Right now, nothing is, you can't see it because it's grayed out because nothing is selected. And before, what we did was we selected words and we linked those. Today we're going to select a picture and link it. So say that I want this picture right here of Washington Elementary linked. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the website. It's just, if I go to highliners.org, I can go to the Washington Elementary site right here, click on it, and it'll go here. So I'm going to go up to the URL. It's a pretty long URL, so what I'm going to do is go through and copy it. Just like what we did with the words. Then I'm going to go back into my PowerPoint, click on click on the picture, click and link in my address. I will come down here and I will paste it. And then I'll hit done. So that when I play my PowerPoint now, if I click on that and I hit that, you will see that it'll go to the Washington Elementary site. All right. I'm going to go back into our PowerPoint, and that pretty much covers the insert part of it. The add-ons, you just have to have extra privileges to use those. Next, our drawing. We haven't used this in PowerPoint, and I'm going to just show you some of the things. And we used drawing a little bit when we did our Word and Excel, but we're going to go and we're going to create, first of all, we're going to create a new slide. And I just want a blank slide to draw on. Okay, then I'm going to go to my draw tools, and you can see that you have the eraser, you have the pens, the pencils, the highlighter, and so forth, and then you can add more colors if you want them up there. So I'm going to just take this green one here. Again, I'm going to make it whatever size I want, and I'm going to come back into my screen, and I'm just going to write Valley City. So again, that is nothing really new with what we've done before. I just want to show you a couple of things with your selection. You have select objects and you have lasso selection. When you click on select objects and you click on the object, you can see that the full word is going to show up. If I use a lasso section or selection, I can take my pencil and select just one letter if I wanted to. If I wanted to make that a little bit bigger, I could do that. I'm not going to do that. Oops, hit the wrong one. I am not going to do that, so I'm going to undo. Okay, so I'm going to use the lasso selection just to grab all of my text. Okay, so with this, now we're going to take a look at ink to text. So if I click on ink to text, it is going to convert it into text for me. And again, my design ideas pop up and so forth. So again, I can bring it back into text. I'm going to actually write one more word here. Let's make it blue. Okay, I use the lasso selection because that's a little easier to handle. Remember, I can go through, I can resize it. Pretty easy. This works pretty well. Okay, something else you can do, I'm not too good a writer with my pencil right now, but I'm going to take this black marker and I'm going to make a square. And that looks pretty good, but I can select that, use my select object, select my square, and I can use this up here, ink to shape. Okay, and it's going to bring up a shape for me. Okay, I have the 3 dots right here. If I click on those 3 dots, you can see that I can make my shape a little bit different because it wasn't quite a square, so maybe I wanted a rectangle, or I did want some different angles to it. So again, I can just take my tool here, draw a circle, select it, ink to shape, and it's going to guess that this is a circle. Okay, but it might not have, maybe I didn't want it quite a circle. Yeah, it looks pretty circle-ish. Okay, so maybe instead this time, I wanted that. Does it work for a star? Not sure, I'm just guessing right now. Let's see what comes up when we do the star. Pretty good. It does try to guess the shape that you're dealing with. All right, so that works out pretty well. You can also use your ruler. And with your ruler, if you use 2 fingers, you can rotate it. I'm just pointing with 2 fingers and rotating it. So I could actually move it to this corner. If I wanted to take my highlighter and just run it right along the edge here. Okay, and I could use my black pen. I got kind of a mess going on here, but I can draw along there. You can see that once I move my ruler, the lines are drawing, or the lines are drawn. So that works out pretty well. All right, I'm going to shut the ruler off. Here was, remember the links that we did from before, where we linked on just words instead of pictures. Okay, next, on to our designs up here. We've already taken a look at the themes. Remember, we can choose from the different themes. The slide size, it just depends what type of screen you have. Format background, that is just going to format the background of the specific slide you're on. And then you have some design ideas that they try to come up with some ideas for designs.